Hi everybody, welcome again to my channel. In this video I'm going to do my very first product review, and because I'm always looking for a primer, because primer is so very important, and a lot of days I just wear primer by itself. It is so nice. It just makes the most nicest barrier between your makeup. It makes it last longer, and in my opinion it makes your makeup go on better as well. And so what I've got, I have nothing on my face except a little bit of moisturizer. As you can see, I'm all ready to go here. And what I want to show is how it works with just non-expensive drugstore foundations. I mean, because you can buy really expensive foundations and just about any primer will work on them. But what if you get a really good primer and then you can make all your drugstore foundations work really well? I mean, I like to keep my more expensive foundations for like more special occasions, and then just use the drugstore on a day-to-day basis. So now what I've chosen to use as my product is the Bellezzo Secreto, which means Beauty Secrets Primer Foundation. And I bought this on eBay. You can also buy this on Amazon, but I couldn't find it in any of the drugstores. But this is about $20, a little more, a little less, just depending on shipping and all that. I researched it really thoroughly, and in fact I have a long list of things. I couldn't remember every single detail, so I had to write it down. That's how much the claims that are made about this primer are really, really extraordinary. So that's why I thought this would be the best thing to try first for my product review. Alright, so I'm going to tell you a little bit about the product right now. Okay, it's silicone based, and of course the foundations I chose, and I do this to color match, are silicone based. You don't want to get water-based foundations and try to put this over it, because it's going to break up on your face. It's not going to look right. Okay, so alright, so first of all, it's cruelty-free. That is so nice. It's made in the USA. It's FDA certified. That's awesome. Okay, so it is oil-free, paraben-free, and most of it is organic. They say that there's a few ingredients in there that might not be so organic. And it was recommended by Boomsbeat, 9.3 out of 10. And it says that you can use this just as a moisturizer, and it won't irritate the skin. But oh, I've got better even for you oily skin girls. Okay, this works for you too. It's for every kind of skin tone. That is really great. So this isn't just a dry skin only primer. In Woman's World, they rated it #1 for wrinkles and fine lines. Okay, so that's a very interesting claim that of course I'm going to want to check out, because as you can see, I've got the crow's feet in through here, and I got my lines up here. Of course, now I wear bangs, that's a beauty tip, you know, if you want a tip when you're getting older, if you want to hide your forehead. Bangs are an option. Plus, they make you look a little bit younger, so that always helps. So it's right around here. I have most of my wrinkles around here. And I want something else to tell you, or I have something else to add too. A lot of the times too, like if you're looking through here, a lot of the times things that you think are wrinkles could just be fine hairs too. So I always make sure that I have a hair puller. I pull out all the fuzz and hair that I can. That helps a lot too, but that's just an additional tip. And you can see those lines right there. See those? Those are the main deal that I got going on. For 54, I'm not real upset about it. I'm glad that's all it is, but of course, you know. And then, you know, a little sagging in through here and stuff. So, okay, so anyway, back to the product description. All right, so it says it lasts all day long. It's waterproof. It's a gel formula. It adheres to makeup, so it is long-lasting and prevents smudging. It is enriched with vitamins A and C, which encourages cell reproduction. That's pretty cool. With antioxidant properties. It's lightweight. It eliminates redness, flakiness, excess oil that prevents makeup from staying on. It's for all skin types, like I said. It smooths fine lines, minimizes large pores. It's good for if you have acne, which I actually got one the other day. I believe 54 years old, I'm getting those. Okay, and it's also good for wrinkles and blotchy skin, and it says it lasts 8 to 10 hours. So, all right, so okay, so let's get started. Let's put some on now. Of course, with primers, I'm going to show you the direction you want to put it on and how much to use. You don't want to use a whole bunch of primer. A lot of people think more is better. Well, with makeup, no, it is not. It is not better. So, all right, so I've got that much in my hand. As you can see, it comes out like that. It looks a lot like the Smashbox, you know, the Smashbox primer. Now, taking that little bit, bring it up. Forward nose, go up. Also, on my eyelids. I always put it on my eyelids because you can see that's what they look like without makeup and eyeshadow and everything on there. So you want to go up. You want to and I just keep dabbing little bits at a time. And then just this area, of course, through here. And over here. So get this all on here. Then take what's left and then just kind of feather it up like so. And then hit the forehead. Alright, and I like to rub it in really well. Oh, this is for my foundation, so I can mix it. Alright, so now rub it in really, really good. Okay, got it in there real good. Alright, so now I'm going to mix this because I want the right color. That's another really important thing with foundation. If you go too light, you look too pale. If you go too dark, it doesn't match your neck, it doesn't match your arms and the rest of the skin you have. So, alright, I'm use about that much of that. Now I'm going to add, oh, this is the Revlon Age Defying. It has a DNA advantage. And this is the L'Oreal Visible Lift Blur. So, it makes it really good for mixing. And yeah, mixing the two brand names, L'Oreal, together. I think that's just as good as getting the exact same foundation in different colors, as long as you get, you know, the same base. Alright, so I'm going to mix that up with my finger, my clean finger, I should say. That's another important thing. Always wash your hands really good before you start doing your makeup. I use the Dawn antibacterial. Alright. Alright, now let's see how this applies. Sometimes I wipe off the excess. And it's good just to take a little test and see if does that blend in with your face? Yes, it does. Okay, if it pretty much like melts into your skin, you know you got the right color. Alright, so let's get this all applied. Oh, it's applying real nice over it. And of course, this is dampened. Oh yeah, that looks really good. It's making the makeup stick really nice to it. I always go up with the makeup. See how I just get that all up there. Now I go like this. There. And that prevents too much makeup. Now also too, I also do my eyelids because when I do the rest of my makeup, it just makes everything blend in perfectly. Okay, so let's get this on here, really nice. Okay, I like it. I really like this so far. I like the way my makeup's going on. Get it there. You can see where I'm going to need to dye my hair pretty soon. Just have to excuse that. I'm 54. I would be predominantly gray if I didn't dye my hair. So, all right, let's bring this down the neck. What I like to do is try to squeeze off the rest of this on my neck. So make it match. I'm going to come up close. Okay, I really like the way it's going on so far. It looks like it covered up everything. The eyelids, that covered up good. All right, it feels really nice going on too. It feels almost powdery. It just made it. Now, normally when I use these foundations, I get a lot of, I could see my pores, it breaks apart. This is really, really good primer. And especially on my nose. So you could see on my nose, I had a lot of age spots up there. And I have to do a lot of work on my nose. I have to contour it because it is bulbous right through here. So that's really important to me. I mean, that is your first step. If you don't have your primer and your foundation, the bases that go together, that's a lot of the reason why primer breaks up on your nose. Instead of trying to put concealer or like the MAC paint pots on your nose, try matching up your foundations first, so with your primer. So that's another tip. All right, I'm going to do the rest of my makeup, and so far I really like this. This is what I want. I want it to cover everything nicely. I don't want it to look like I'm wearing any makeup, which it's doing. And let's see if this makes it last all day. Let's see if it breaks up anywhere. We'll give it the full test. Okay, so I'm going to pause this and finish the rest of my makeup. Okay, I'm all done with my makeup. I have everything on, and I have to say, I really like this primer. This is a good primer. Everything went on really well. I was able to contour my nose without any problems. I had no slippage, nothing breaking up, and I did a lot of rubbing. You know, you have to do a lot of blending. In fact, that is the secret to good-looking makeup, is blending. So I was able to do that. It looks like these lines, not so bad. You can really see, you can still see the crow's feet, but not so bad. It's not too bad. You know, they're covered up pretty well. And then under here, it worked good for that. And then the rest of my face. I like the way everything else went on, including my eyeshadow. My eyeshadow went on really, really well with a little bit of this primer and then my foundation. And then I just went and did my eyeshadow like I normally do. So I like this primer. I'm going to definitely recommend it. I'm going to say this is definitely worth $20, and because you only use a little bit, it should last you a long time. And what I'll do is I will check in later and let you know how it lasted, but so far so good. I mean, even if it lasts 8 hours or less, I'm still going to keep using this. So, okay, so until later, I'll see you guys then, and it'll probably be much later on this evening. All right. Hi everybody. Well, I'm back for my 9-hour check-in, and so far this really has worked good. This primer has made my makeup look flawless all day long, and I even took a nap. Now, being #1 for wrinkles, I've used a lot of primers so far. It makes your face feel so soft and so moisturized, and everything still looks really good. You can't really see too much of the wrinkles. I would say their claims are pretty accurate. I really like the way everything has stayed on, including my eyeshadow, and I'm out in the daylight, so you can see this really good, and it looks really good. I'm really, really pleased with this primer. I would totally recommend it. It is not a waste of $20, and this is going to be my go-to every time primer. I will repurchase it. All right, and as far as #1 for wrinkles, so far in my book, it's got a #1 for me. All right, well, until the next video, you guys have a really good day, and we'll talk to you then.